Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man.
Get your dumb ass in and hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV. That's my little bro.
Kingston 412 in the building. Shout out to my guy T.O. Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get your bitch ass in here and hit this bag.
Heavy Bag Boxing, alright? You heard it from me. You heard it here first.
Heavy Bags Boxing. Straight out of Norfolk, baby. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
You are tuned in to Heavy Bag Boxing. Get your and hit this bag, dude.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Judas, out here in the world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
You too. A lot of crazy work.
Yo, that's crazy work.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Oh man, put some respect on a nigga's name. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag TV. Oh man, get your goofy ass in here and hit the bag. Oh man, one tough son of a bitch.
He's the toughest son of a bitch I ever met.
Oh, that's a fact, Jack. All right, man. Numbers up 757-349-6242 if you want to call in and holler at your boy. Also, I got you in the chat. The link, if you want to get it off your mind that way. Hopefully I get a co-host up here in a little bit. We talking boxing, of course. God. Tank Davis, Lamont Roach. What, we a few days out now? I ain't paying the fine, man. What my nigga Martin say? I'm not paying the fine. I'm not doing it. I ain't paying the fine. Yo, that's one of the funniest episodes ever because it was literally $5. I can't do it. I ain't paying the fine, brother. And you talk about $80. Real quick, because I was just looking at the fight card, the Tank Davis Roach fight card. And I spoke about this in the video I did, of course, Tank and Roach not being a 50-50 fight. Nobody believes Lamont Roach is going to win unless it's Lamont Roach himself and the people that's immediately around him. Nobody believes he's going to win. Hell no. It's not nobody deems that to be a 50-50 fight. So you already come into this fight with expectations that Tank's going to win. So let's just really X out the main event. The only thing you're getting out of the main event is, you know, the Tank Davis knockout excitement that you expect. But at this point, is that really worth the $80? Right? Is that really worth the 80? You're gonna pay the 80 knowing that Tank gonna knock him out, and more than likely it's just not going to be an extremely competitive main event. And you got the co-main. Now this is a great fight in my opinion. Of course, Rayo versus Gary Antoine. Definitely could have been its own main event. I think it really helped this card. But this is it. Outside of that, you got Puyo Sandar Martin. Nobody wants to pay for that. And who else you got? Jared Hurd. Last seen him on Pro Box TV. You got some prospects. It's a bunch of prospects. This card outside of Tank Davis, Lamont Roach, and the co-main is one of those like builder fighter cards. Like it's a lot of prospects. Now, granted, some undefeated prospects on the undercard, but prospects nonetheless. And that's that free TV shit, bro. That's that free TV shit for real. Shout out my guy, Nectar of the Gods in the chat. What up, my brother? Appreciate you joining me. It's a lot of free TV shit on this undercard, bro. I'm just keeping it a beam. And coming off what we just paid $25 for, bro, last Saturday, the Buatsi Caleb Smith fight, Adamas Shiraz, Shakur, the main event, better BF Bivol. You got Joe Potts. It was a crazy card. You know? Super dope. A card basically full of main events. And you got that for $25, $30. So moving forward, coming off the heels of that, the very next week, and maybe it's just bad timing. First of all, it's the first. Rent's due, nigga. The mortgage is due, nigga. And listen, no sweat off my back. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's affordable for a lot of people, but for a lot of people, it's not. And you got to keep in mind, like a lot of these casual fans or even hardcore fans, they want to spend their money wisely. They do. Right? Everybody's penny pinching at the end of the day, unless you just a frivolous nigga or you getting plenty bread. But the average cat is watching how he spend that dollar. Your construction workers, your retail workers, the 7-Eleven guys, grocery store guys, they ain't boxing fans. But they got obligations. And to get that card that we got Saturday, then tell me next week, all you're really getting is more than likely a guaranteed Tank knockout and a really decent co-main event. That's gonna cost you $80. That's tough, man. That's tough. Man, I want to know y'all's thoughts for sure. For me, I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I might have to go through a little bit of buffering, but it's on.
Fire stick activated.
Yeah. Cut that motherfucking fire stick on. Yeah. Activate that fire stick.
Fire stick activated.
We in the building. Stream East. We in the building. I'm gonna buffer my way to the top. I'm gonna buffer my way to the top. Cause there's no way you gonna give me what you just gave me last week. And maybe it's time for this shit to shift, bro. It's time. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that's just gonna say, hey man, y'all just a bunch of broke ass niggas and you don't want to pay for it, or invite your cousins or your brothers over and y'all split the bill. Why we got to do all that when this shit shouldn't cost $80? It shouldn't. This is not a $80. Listen, bro, this is not a $80 pay-per-view card. It's not, man. It's not. And I can almost guarantee you Shit, most niggas don't even know who Gary Antoine is. Most of these niggas don't even know who Gary Antoine is, and I can almost guarantee you they're not gonna know a lot of these prospects. And you ain't seen Jared. Last time you seen Jared Swift Hurd, he was on Pro Box. You mean to tell me now we got to pay for Jared Hurd, bro? You got to pay for Jared Hurd. I got to pay for a card that Jared Swift Hurd is on. Nah, it don't work that way, boss. That's that bullshit, bro. Yeah, that's trash, man. That's big stinking trash, bro. I don't like it. I do not like it. But coming off the heels of that last crescendo, man, that was a dope card. $25, $30, and I think it's setting a precedent. And I think it's up to us as fans to support that, right? Because if the PBC or whoever else wants to go with this motto isn't turning in the best numbers, it will cease to exist. I guarantee you those numbers will come down. Deals will get renegotiated. Prices will come down, right? Not necessarily purses or whatever the case may be, but something's going to have to give. But it's going to take the village, baby. It's going to take us saying, nah, we not paying the $5. That's real rap. And I hate for my guy Gary Antoine to be on this card, bro, and because I want to see him eat. That's a dope fight. Shout out to Ryo for taking the fight. And because Gary Antoine's coming off that Puyo loss, he hungry, bro. You talking about somebody that's 17, that was 17-0 with 17 knockouts, now 17-1 with 17 knockouts. Hungry. Super hungry. Oh, that's a dope fight, bro. I can't pay the $5 though. Nah, fella. I'm not paying the $5.
Fire stick activated.
I gotta activate the Fire Stick. Make sure you smash that like button if you're coming in rocking with your boy. Shout out my guy Nectar of the Gods. Say PBC pulling the piss at this stage for sure. Stream Meets was shut down last time I tried. It wasn't shut down the last time I tried. And I'm a buffer my way to the top. Understand that. I'm buffering my way to the top. Numbers on the screen, man. Call in. Say your piece. Is you paying the $5? Is you, when I say pay the $5, shout out all the old heads that remember that episode of Martin when he was like, yo, I'm not paying the $5. But is you paying the $80, bro? Call in 757-349-6242. Got the link in the chat as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to get on the message board, man, and come hang out with your boy. Or if you want to put a message in the comments. Shout out my Aussie brother. Oh, we're going to get into some Aussie business in a minute here. Shout out my guy DJ in the chat. My Aussie brother, salute, man. I ain't paying for it. Only one fight worth watching. That's real rap. And I hope you're talking about that Ryo Gary Antoine fight, right? That's the dopest fight on that card. And we'll revisit that. Moving on. Since I do have an Aussie in the building and maybe he has 2 cents he wants to add to this conversation, Tsyzu's back in the news. Shout out my guy Tsyzu. I am still a fan. April 6th, Tsyzu is back. Amazon Prime. KO out there in Australia. Joey Spencer is the mark. 19-1, 11 KOs, Tsyzu is desperate. Yeah. I said it, man. Tsyzu is desperate. He needs a win. Coming off back-to-back losses, he can't afford 3 in a row. 3 strikes, your ass is out. Damn, Tsyzu. Damn. If you lose this one, your ass is out. Big facts. But that's the beauty of the sport of boxing, man. Listen, 1 minute you're hot, the next you're not. The comeback trail is always there. The cream can always rise to the top. So Tsyzu has an opportunity. It appears that they ain't giving up on him. I believe he's going to be headlining his card on Amazon and KO. It'll be in Australia against Joey Spencer, and this is a winnable fight, right? This is a winnable fight for Tim. Dude's got 11 KO, so maybe not crazy pop, maybe something to respect, but hopefully Tim's gotten back to the drawing board, right? And understands that, all right, man, I'm not the biggest, baddest motherfucker in the pond no more, right? I have now seen the likes of a Murder Talib who showed me that, hey, bro, it's some other big wolves out here. And for me, Tsyzu has to have some type of backup plan, man. I pray that Tim has been in the lab getting the fundamentals down and working on a back foot game, just in case he's met with those type of issues before, when you can't just rely on muscle memory and coming forward and applying pressure, because that's who you are. Naturally, that's who Tim is. He's a front foot fighter. He's going to beat you with some hand speed, great hand speed, and he wants to break you down. But you couldn't do that versus Bakram, right? So at some point, somebody has to yell, yo, this shit is not working, Tim. Let's switch it up. Give me some head movements. Take a step back. Think about it. Let's put something together. So, and shout out Mark Wynn. He told me, he said, hopefully, or he wished that they would have, switched trainers or made some type of switch. I think that would have been the first order of business for me, given the fact that they did do him a disservice. His team did him a disservice in the Sebastian Fundora fight. And they also did him a disservice in the Bakram fight by not advising him to make some sort of adjustments. And that's what needs to be paid attention to. If you're not going to advise me to make adjustments or stop a fight that needs to be stopped, then what are we doing here? It's crazy. Crazy work. Salute my guy, Mike Saunders. What up, boy? For sure. I appreciate you, man. DJ says he's not going to speak on Tim until after the fight. Got to see a few things from him. I feel you. I know if anybody is disappointed or devastated, it's my boy DJ. I understand, my brother. But then it makes you kind of look at that Sebastian Fundora fight a little bit deeper now in hindsight, right? Because of course you had a freak accident, and his team does do him the disservice by not saying, hey, look, this shit is out of control. Let's take it to the scorecards. They allow him to go the entire fight. And we just kind of shrug it off like Tim's a warrior. We didn't think about what kind of impact that type of loss, and at the end of the day, that type of punishment coming from that jab of Fundora did to him. We don't know, right? Or we had no idea. And then fast forward to the IBF champion Bakram Murder Talib fight. Tim, in my opinion, he looked like himself, but I can't really put my finger on it. It's just the fact that he just made no adjustments, right? You have to make some adjustments at some point. You have to be advised to make some adjustments at some point. And to completely make zero adjustments, it blew my mind. It really, really did. Shout out my guy Red in the chat. What up, boy? What it do? Appreciate you stopping through, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button as you come in too. You can call in the show, man, 757-349-6242. Let me know how you feel. Of course, I got the link in the chat, man. If you want to come out here, come up here and co-host too, Red. If you ain't busy, man, I'd love to have you. But yeah, man, I had to. If you're Tsyzu, you got to make some adjustments in that fight, man. So here you go, though. Tsyzu has a great opportunity against, of course, Joey Spencer, 19-1, 11 KOs, to bring it back together. You got back-to-back losses now. This is a make or break situation for me. If you're Tsyzu, and not only do you have to win, you got to look good, right? You can't just come out and be mediocre versus Joey Spencer. You got to come out and have a really, really good showcase, because 54 is crazy. It is extremely dangerous. And you also have cats, in my opinion, like a Virgil Ortiz, who's staking his claim. You got a Bakram Muratov, where Tim found out the hard way that nigga's for real. You feel me? It's about to be tough, bro. It's tough in 54. So, and then you can't, according to Tsyzu, in earlier interviews, he was always talking about the fact that he felt like he could eventually end up at, light heavyweight. I don't know if you're going to be able to survive 54 first. You got to get out of 54 first. Them waters is dangerous, my guy. So that's extremely interesting, man, for Tsyzu. Yeah, man, it's life or death right here. And worst case scenario, if you lose 3 in a row, you pretty much gonna get the boot, man. This will probably be the last time we see Tsyzu actually headline for PBC, right? He could easily be tossed into obscurity, bro. You know what I mean? And I would hate that for Tsyzu. Shout out my girl Coco in the chat. What up, girlfriend? Good to see you. Peace, family. What you say, Red? Doing work, but I'm tuned in, bro. Hey, no doubt, man. No doubt. But yeah, man. Yeah, Tim, this is it, bro. This is it. And then when you think about it, man, you think about that track. Tim getting that WBO scrap, then getting that fun door fight, and then losing that and getting a title shot right off the bat versus Bakram Muratov. And I said, listen, he probably, and shout out RC, he said the same thing. He probably needed to sit out the rest of the year, but it's Tsyzu. He was ready to fight. He had been extremely active. He gets the opportunity. Why not take it? He took it, and bada bing, bada boom. Maybe he should have sat out. But you can't afford 3 losses in a row. I just think your very immediate future depends on this Joey Spencer performance. Bottom line. For sure. Oh, shout out my guy Blair Cobbs, man. He might be joining us in a few here. Hopefully, he got some time. I wasn't asking him to join. I was just commenting on the damn jump. Player to flare. It's a good guy. Moving on, and we'll revisit all of these things, of course, as we get some more engagement. I wanted to speak on David Benavidez too. My guy, David Benavidez. I have had a revelation. It has come to me now. I was on the fence, and now I'm off the fence. I'm fucking with David Benavidez, y'all. Yeah. Ain't no more riding the fence. I was skeptical about how he may perform against Benavidez or Bivol, and now I think he beats them both. And shout out to the Benavidez Bivol. These 2 fights. These was 2 great fights. And what did we learn? I'm gonna tell you what I learned. I just believe these guys are just extremely matched well. Like, it's just a 50-50 fight. I don't think either one of them can truly outdo the other. I think no matter how many times they mix it up, it's just going to be some sort of a close fight. Shout out my girl Coco. She called it right. We was watching, the fight live together, and Bivol did his thing, right? I think I might have saw something else, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, going back watching it again, I can agree with it. Both fights close in my opinion, though. I just believe no matter how many times you match them up, it'll be a close fight. But when I look at David Benavidez's style versus, let's just go Bivol first. What I think he does way better than Benavidez is cut off the ring, bro. If you look at David Benavidez, even versus Vostok or a boxer, or David Morrell, a boxer, Caleb Plant, a boxer, Andrade, a boxer, he just knows how to cut off the ring and somehow stay in your chest. And also knows how to dictate that range, so his jab is always available to him. And I know people are who think like I think. I do believe he's a runt at 75. I really don't think he belongs there at the end of the day. I think these guys are naturally big. But for Benavidez, I think he was just a fat kid who was too fat at one point, and some mass has just stuck around. If he really took care of himself, he could campaign at 68, no problems. He already said he wasn't having any problems making weight. And this is what my observation of David Benavidez. But I think he's small for 75, and that's why the power is just not carrying. Didn't have great power, in my opinion, at 68, and has little to no power, in my opinion, at 75. But he's got the hand speed, he's got the heart, and I think he's got the chin. But again, for Bivol, cutting off the ring, Bivol against the slow-ass hand speed, in my opinion, of a better BF, it's night and day when it comes to Benavidez. I think he just he gets tracked down and he gets beat to the punch over and over and over again, to the tune of a David Benavidez win. I'm just saying. And for Benavidez, he's just too damn slow. Benavidez is too damn slow for David Benavidez. Yeah, more stylistically there to be hit for Benavidez. But y'all not giving David Benavidez enough credit for his damn defense. You're not giving him enough credit for his defense or his chin. Because in that Morrell fight, I think Benavidez got rocked at least twice and recovered. And for the most part, all of that shit Morrell was throwing was hitting arms and gloves. To have the style that David Benavidez has, a front foot fighter, crazy hand speed, knows how to cut off the ring. He's got really good defense. Like, he's defensively responsible for the most part. I'm telling y'all, man, hey, y'all sleeping on Dave, man. Shout out El Bandera Roja, El Monstro. I was trying to take in everybody's opinions and at the same time form my own. And yeah, I'm off the fence now because I kept saying I'm just not sure. But when I look at this Bivol Benavidez matchup, and no triangle theory or nothing like that, I could just see where David Benavidez, if put in those situations, his style, his hand speed, his motor, his engine, he traps Bivol in one, and he just outworks Benavidez in the other. And enough defense to survive both of those guys. Enough defense and the chin. Shout out my guy E-Dub in the chat. What up, my brother? Yeah, DJ. Wow, beats them both. I say he beats them both, bro. And I think they're going to freeze them out. I really do. I think it was the reason he was in Saudi. Of course, he hollered at the Turk. He wants that fight. Bivol is going to go to the highest bidder. Turkey did scream trilogy. So normally the Turkey gets what the Turkey wants. I, for one, could go without seeing the third fight because I just think you get the same fight. I honestly feel like we got the same fight from them, but this particular time they got it right. Bivol could have easily got the call for the first one. And what's weird is Caleb Smith gets the WBO interim. Maybe to keep Benavidez busy, you do the Caleb Smith and you unify 3 interim. Maybe if you did for Benavidez, you just try and unify 3 interims where, look, can't nobody duck me, bro. I'm just here. And it sucks for Benavidez, man, because he was in the same position, basically. Damn, excuse me. At 68. Basically the same position. But now, it's probably interest from Canelo Alvarez in the Bivol fight now that he's undisputed. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hope Benavidez eventually gets his opportunity somewhere, bro. The dude deserves it. Who's more fun to watch than David Benavidez, bro? And I'm just keeping it a bean. This nigga's Mexican, man. And Ecuadorian. And I'm a huge fan. Like, for sure. E-Dub in the chat, he said, I called Bivol better BF. Did you see the egg slap from Ben and Eubank? Yeah. I don't know. What's up with the egg smack? I remember that was popular a while back. I forget who was doing it, bro. Some dude was going around just slapping chicks with eggs. Like, is it a significance behind that? Like, I don't understand the whole slap a nigga with an egg. Shout out Nectar of the Guys. He says, Benavidez goes to the body better than Better BF too, in my opinion. For sure. He does. He does not neglect or negate that body work, for sure. That's real rap. But I would love to know if there's some significance behind that egg slap, bro. I got the number up too. Make sure you smash that like button. Also, get in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get in the chat. If you leave a message, I promise you I'll try and get to your comment. 757-349-6242 if you want to call the show and tell us what's on your mind. But yeah, man, I'm off the fence, man. Benavidez. Give me Benavidez over Bivol and Better BF. And if it ever happens with Better BF, he's just going to be a little too old for Benavidez, in my opinion, bro. Just a little bit too long in the tooth. And that hand speed will exploit him. He'll be able to get off on Better BF. Benavidez will be able to get off some crazy 6, 7, 8 punch combinations. And y'all going to fall in love with Benavidez all over again. Who is that? For sure. Next to the guys, he said the drug test fails, blamed eggs. Oh, is that what it was? Is that what that? You bank a dirty bastard for that, then. So when Conor Ben went through the whole drug test situation, he blamed eggs. I didn't know what his excuse was. All I know was he failed and they suspended his ass for it. I didn't get into the details. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Damn. Yeah, he did. He slapped Buddy with the egg. Yeah. Yeah, give me Benavidez. Now, I did want to He blamed it on eggs. Move on. And again, we'll revisit this shit a little bit later if necessary. If we can get a co-host or we can get some engagement from y'all. I know a lot of y'all listen. You be shook to call in or join the panel. But that's all right. Floyd Schofield. He speaks out. Shout out my guy G Wavy, who's never at the live. Yo, I got a couple of cats who've been rocking with me for a very, very long time. And they've never been to a live. I can't FaceTime these cats. They got members. Like, it's not a lot of niggas who will buy a membership to your channel and not take advantage of the perks of the membership. But shout out G Wavy, man. He's a member and been rocking with me for a long time. And he hit me on IG, sent me the clip from the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice too, man. I only really listen to the show when I'm riding, but my guy Nestor Gibbs does a great job. Really, really dig the show. Let me bring up the file real quick. And let me see something.
They believe that you weren't.
All right, so Floyd speaks out. Shout out Cornelius in the chat. What up, my guy? For sure. Yeah, you know I'm a Canelo hater. I hated for you one time. Yeah, I hate Canelo.
You are a hater.
That's big facts. I am the chairman of the Player Haters Club.
Oh man! Hey!
That's for damn sure. But Floyd Schofield, he finally speaks out. He's back stateside. Of course, he was in Riyadh, laid up in the hospital. It looked like he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out the goddamn casket. I wasn't so sure what happened. Still not. I still really don't have any clarity, even after listening to this interview. But I do have a part from the Boxing Voice. Shout out my guy G Wavy for hitting me, man. And listen, if you got any clips or whatever you want me to talk about on the show, I promise you I will. Just hit me on IG at Heavy Bag TV and DM me, bro. I will hit you back. Real rap. Shout out E-Dub. You got a dummy account, E-Dub. I be hitting you back. You don't even answer. But he sent me this clip and I chopped it up because I wanted to get the best highlights, of course. And this is what Floyd had to say with the initial questioning from, of course, Mr. Gibbs. Let's give it a listen.
Sick even after Daniel Dubois ending up sick, even after Israel Madrimov saying he also had the flu, even after Spencer Brown saying there was numerous people running around Saudi Arabia with the flu. How do you feel about the way the fans have turned on you after this situation?
It really don't affect me at all. I mean, that's their reality. If they want to believe that, I mean, that's on them. But realistically, who spends time away from their family, their son, and they right next to the biggest opportunity of their life, the biggest paycheck, and they just decide to duck out the fight. And then I know y'all watched the fight, y'all seen there was nothing to duck. So, I'm not, like I said in interviews before, I'm not one to change people's reality. Just on to the next,
And is it on to the next, or did you guys have a conversation with Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency? Is he giving you a secondary opportunity, or do you really got to go to the back of the bus?
Nah, we get another opportunity.
Now, real quick, that's extremely important because I knew for a fact, if this was some kind of stunt, Turki Al-Sheikh was gonna cut this off at the legs, yo, I'm not fucking with you. We got you out here in Riyadh. I put you on what a lot of people is calling the biggest card ever. You know what I'm saying? You got an opportunity versus Shakur Stevenson. You could catapult yourself into some type of superstardom. You know what I mean? Like it's a big platform to win over a lot of fans, and you pull out. So to hear him say that, nah, Turkey, I guess we cool, and he's getting another opportunity, that's huge. I'm gonna run it back a little bit.
Do you really got to go to the back of the bus?
Nah, we get another opportunity, and you know I'm grateful. You know, Turkey and Oscar, you know, they know the truth, so you know I'll be back April. Yeah, April. Yeah, in April. My dad said he sent y'all something. So. But yeah.
Now that's extremely interesting too, because you hear Floyd say he'll be back in April, but against who, right? This was again a huge opportunity against a world. This was a world title shot. This was his first world title shot, and it was against Shakur Stevenson, arguably the best at 135. You have a lot of Tank fans who would say otherwise, but you could argue that Shakur Stevenson is the best at 35, right? Whether you like it or not. So it's going to be extremely interesting to see who they match him up against in April, bro. And you know, and when you really think about it, you got your Andy Cruzes and your Zepedas, and like what lane is they going to choose to move with Floyd moving forward? And I think that'll tell you a lot about how Oscar De La Hoya truly feels about what transpired.
Yeah, it was a commission that pulled me from the fight, actually, but you know, I ain't trying to get too deep into that, but I was still wanting to fight, but the commission told me no.
Now, it was my theory that you were pulled from the fight by the commission because they said you, quote unquote, collapsed. To me, collapsing is another word for fainting. Fainting is something that happens to fighters when they struggling to make weight. I said you look big than the motherfucker next to Joanne Guzman. Did you struggle to make this weight? And is that what happened?
Nah, I didn't struggle to make weight. If you look, February 14th, I was like 3 pounds away from my weight. And then the check weight we had to make the next day, you know, I was already there. You know, if you see in the ring match.
Now, I got to second that because maybe a lot of y'all didn't catch that, but he did actually post his weight on Valentine's Day, and he was right there at 138. I remember seeing the post. He didn't look like anything was wrong with him. He looked it decent. He didn't look like he was dehydrated or anything of the sort. So that is what wants that part makes me want to give him credibility. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but he ain't lying about that. He did post his weight. He was only 3 pounds off. Let me run that back just a little bit.
And then the check weight we had to make the next day, you know, I was already there. You know, if you see in the Ring magazine thing when me and Shakur was like next to each other, I was already 140. I just had to lose a pound that day. You know, Shakur is saying like, you know, I look small and whatnot. But yeah, so weight was not a problem at all.
So was it just like a virus? Did you get stomach flu? Like what? Because now we see you, it's like now you're posting workout videos. So how sick were you?
Now, this is the part I can appreciate from Ness. I'm going to run that back a little bit because now he's prying. Like, nigga, what was it exactly? What had you in the hospital? What was really going on? Because that's what we all want to know.
It's like now you're posting workout videos. So how sick were you?
We can't answer that comment because we wasn't sick. And I expressed that already, but due to their lawyers, they said we cannot make any comments on that. We were threatened to take messages down, apologize, all this other stuff.
They snitched on me, bro.
But no, we got to leave it there.
All right. So according to his pops, and I'll run that back again so you can hear that again.
I expressed that already, but due to
were you?
We can't answer that comment because we wasn't sick. And I expressed that.
Now, according to his pops, he's saying they can't answer that because it's a legal situation now. And they're being advised not to say certain things because, of course, you can get a lawsuit, right? And I doubt they want to be sued for any kind of allegations. And it goes to court and they prove that it was something completely different. But he's saying that they were never sick. But we seen the nigga in the hospital looking like he had one foot in the grave. So something was wrong, and he was trying to pry there, and they never really fully answered that question because, again, they stating that at that point it's a legal issue where they can't truly answer that question, which for me is like mad confusing because either you can prove that you were poisoned or you can't, or you could at least tell us, the hospital documents, right? What did the doctor say? You had something in your system. Is they gonna describe whatever in your system was poison? Like, that's the meeting that I'm trying to get to, but they never get to it. He never answers that question in depth, and he's using the excuse that it's a legal matter that's preventing him from telling us exactly what happened, but he is stating that he was never sick.
Already, but due to their lawyers,
where are you?
We can't answer that comment because we wasn't sick. And I expressed that already, but due to their lawyers, they said we cannot make any comments on that. We was threatened to take messages down, apologize, all this other stuff.
They snitched on me, bro.
But no, we got to leave it there.
So yeah, man, that's a little bit confusing for me. As far as him not being able to tell us exactly what they found in this system, if in fact it's something that they can deem was poisonous, right? Because I just don't feel like it's illegal to say that. But then again, if in fact it was, I don't know, right? I'm trying to figure out how could they sue him if he in fact was poison. If anything, they would be able to sue. But anyway, he it's some parts where he goes on to apologize to Shakur and them, and and say those allegations wasn't meant towards Stevenson and his team. It's just a whole lot, bro. It's a whole lot. But to sit here and do an interview and say that y'all wasn't sick when it appears you was is crazy. I thought initially it's just he couldn't make weight. That's the more logical situation. And like my man pointed out, he fainted or he collapsed. That is a major sign of dehydration, right? If you ever been dehydrated, you know exactly how that feels. Some people will completely just pass out from dehydration. It brings you to that point. And that's what it sounded like to me. It was all symptoms of him struggling to make weight. But again, according to them, that wasn't the case. Making weight was the easy part, and he wasn't sick. So they stick into their story that somebody, when it's all said and done and the dust settled, they stick into their story that somebody poisoned him or he was poisoned. Bottom line. My guy Straight Facts in the chat. What you say, brother? He said, that's crazy work. I truly feel like he ducked because there's no reason for that to be a legal matter if he's telling the truth. Yeah, bro. Real talk. And that's what I'm saying. But I'm guessing you in Saudi, if there is some type of poisoning because it's a Turkey al-Sheikh event, they could somehow be negligent, right? If this is a Turkey production and he could be found somehow negligent, and that would be a lawsuit versus Riyadh season, right? It wouldn't just be a lawsuit versus who you believe did it, which would be Stevenson's team. No, hell no. Everybody behind this event takes a hit, right? Including Turkey Al-Sheikh. And I think that's why he is alluding to all of the lawyer talk, because as soon as he got crazy with those allegations on social media, that's probably when they sent that lawyer over for that cease and desist. Nigga, stop talking this crazy shit before we sue y'all. And the last thing you want to do is be on the other end of some billionaire lawyers, right? That's the last thing you want to do. So it's a difficult situation, bro. And I think for us as fans, it just comes down to, what do you believe? And according to them, they spent over $100,000 and, traveling and training and everything that goes into getting prepared for this fight out of pocket. They wasn't reimbursed. It's Shakur Stevenson. Why would you duck Shakur Stevenson? He says, look at how he fought Padley. What is there to fear? Why would I ever duck Shakur Stevenson? Why would I miss so much time with my son? So you want to take in all of that into consideration, but it still, for me, just leaves a big ass question mark. Shout out my guy, Big Neff Network. I appreciate you, my brother. Hopefully you hit that like button for me. In the chat, he say $80 equals F that fight. For sure. For sure. I feel you, brother. I feel you. I already told you what I'm doing.
Fire stick activated.
Fire stick activated like a motherfucker. Yeah. Real rap. Eat up in the chat. He said he looked skinny as hell in his hospital bed. Word, yeah, man. Like he looked shriveled up with one foot in the grave, bro. He really, really did. And see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to doubt that he was sick or something. Of course, something was wrong with him. But if I was a betting man, I would just bet, nigga, you struggled to make weight. But then a little bit more, shout out G Wavy in that the clips that he sent me, he also went on to say that he feels like he could stay at 35 for another 3 years. Right? He's only 22 years old. Feels like he could stay at 35 for another few years because he wants to become undisputed at 35. Now, if this was due to not making weight or, struggling to make weight, why in the hell would you want to continue to campaign at 35? Right? You would want to avoid this from happening again. You move up. Right? I remember when Shakur lost his, the scrap on the belt. I mean, on the scale, and he alluded to the fact that he felt bad trying to make weight. Right? It was a struggle, and that's why he couldn't make weight, and he wasn't going to press the issue because, he was alluding to it was fucking with his health. So if you over there and you pass out, and now you hospitalized because you're struggling to make weight, there's no reason you're going to fix your face to say that you're going to stay at the weight class. That just makes no sense. And according to Floyd Schofield, he's saying he feels comfortable. He wants to stay there and become undisputed and be at 35 for another few years. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta make it make sense. Definitely want to know your thoughts, man. Call in 757-349-6242. Got the link in the chat if you want to get it off your chest. But that's a big ass question mark, bro. And I can't wait to see who he'll be fighting in April, bro. Who is Oscar gonna throw that way? And maybe Turkey Al-Sheikh was on some humble shit, some nice guy shit, like, yeah, no problem, don't worry about it. We get you back. And that was a front. Hey, don't be surprised if Floyd Schofield is at the back of the bus and he don't even know it yet. Real shit. He might be at the back of the bus and don't even know it. Because I definitely want to know who you're gonna be fighting in April. and if that shit's gonna be significant or not. And you know, Oscar was letting them headline his little cards over there too. So will you even be headlining? This was a big event, bro. But also, too, what I didn't mention is we got to take in consideration that Madrimov came out, said he was sick. Daniel Dubois pulled out, citing that he was sick. So, and then you had other people who was just a part of the event and in the area saying that it was a lot of people getting sick. So do we sweep all of that under the rug as well and not consider that to give his situation some more credibility? And if Madrimov was sick, you know, I think he did the right thing. He went on to fight and he fought his damn heart out. That was a good damn fight, man. That was a good card for $25. And then y'all niggas want to turn around and charge niggas $80 for this bullshit Tank fight. Shit. E-Dub in the chat, he say, $80 for a spoiler since we know Tank will win an average undercard for sure, bro. Since we know Tank will win and it's got an average undercard. And outside of the co-main event, bro, it's not even an average undercard, bro. You got Jared Swift Hurd up there, bro. Last time I seen Swift Hurd, he was on Pro Box TV. We covered it. Shout out my guy GMT. We covered it. He was on Pro Box. Nigga, the last time we seen Lamont Roach was against Macquarie on Pro Box. Like, y'all done went and got some Pro Box niggas and made a pay-per-view card. All that other shit on the undercard, man, is prospects. Now, mind you, some really, really good prospects up there. That Tellis fight is some other shit up there. The Tenetrit, some undefeated prospects. Somebody got to go type situations, but prospects nonetheless. That is, if y'all can remember, Friday Night Fights TV, free TV type shit. I kept saying PBC is trying to build fighters on pay-per-view cards. That's just not how this shit works, bro. When you talking about pay-per-view, you need to have recognizable A-side and B-side niggas. That's what sells. Is when the fans can look at it and go, hey, all right, I know both of these niggas. You can't have a card where you only got two, because I'm telling you, outside of Tank and the Rayo fight, casual fans don't know none of them niggas. They do not know none of them niggas. And a lot of casual fans don't even know who the fuck Rayo and Gary Antoine is, bro. They really selling this fight solely based on Tank Davis, bro. And they trying to pull the fast one on the hardcore fans because we want to see the Rayo Gary Antoine fight. But other than that, they just is based solely on the star power of Tank Davis. They like, man, we can get Tank. We can get away with $80. We don't give a damn about that $25 beautiful golden age of boxing card we just had last week. And we don't give a fuck that your rent due, nigga. And y'all know y'all got to the 5th before that shit late.
Big facts.
You know that rent late on the 5th, nigga.
Big facts.
PBC don't care. Come see Tank, nigga. It's a spectacle. Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
Fire stick activated.
Like a motherfucker. Real rap. All right, man. My last order of business before I get out of here, man. Since y'all ain't engaging and nothing, ain't nobody called or came through this motherfucker. Oh no, that was the last. Yeah, I spoke on everything. Floyd, Benavidez, Tsyzu, Tank Roach. Yeah. All right, man. Last call. Last call. Anybody want to get anything off your chest before I get out of here? Oh, we right at an hour too. Perfect, nigga. Perfect. Perfect. I go kick my feet. I'm gonna play 2K. Shout out anybody who fuck with 2K. Get with me on PS5. Well, it's crossover now, so booby_on_1. Matter of fact, let me put that in the chat real quick. Nah, because I got to look for that little underscore shit and I don't be knowing what it is. Let me see. Buddha. That's the handle, man. PS5 handle. Rock with me. Last call, 757-349-6242. Get it off your chest. Link in the chat. All right, man. Well, that is it for your boy. I'm going to give y'all this hour and get the hell up out of here. I appreciate the love. Shout out my guy throwing straight facts. Red in the chat. E-Dub. My girl Coco in the building. Big Nuff coming through. Beezy McNasty. I meant this. I ain't even see you, bro. Thank you, man. Cornelius Nectar. Thank you, DJ. My brother. Shout out G Wavy, even though you ain't gonna never see it. Skip the stepper. Yeah, I don't understand it. All right, man. That's all I got for y'all on this one. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I am out of here. We out.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man.
Get your dumb ass in, hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV. That's my little bro.
Flintstone 412 in the building. Shout out to my guy T.O. Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get your bitch ass in here and hit this bag.
Heavy Bag Boxing, alright? You heard it from me. You heard it here first.
Heavy Bags Boxing. Straight out of Norfolk, baby. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
You are tuned in to Heavy Bag Boxing. Get your and hit this bag, dude.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Juices, Town Champion World. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.